Well, good morning, guys, and welcome to another beach clean adventure. And today we're doing something a little bit different as per the title of the video. Normally, or at least recently, I've been doing 1 hour beach clean challenges where I go out for an hour and see how much of a certain type of plastic ocean waste I can collect in an hour, like bottle cap, straws, bags, that sort of thing. But today I figured I'd do something a little bit different because I'm trying to get in shape for the summer because I'm doing a cross-country road trip where I'll be collecting trash at all sorts of places and on all sorts of longer hikes. So rather than just do an hour, which is usually, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 kilometers of walking, I figure I'm going to go for a 10K trash collection challenge. And that's 10 kilometers for anybody who's not a runner. I'm not going to be running during it because I'll die if I do that probably, but I'll walk it and see how many face masks I can collect along the way, because the face mask mandate was sort of pseudo-lifted, I suppose, last week, and there's still plenty of face masks out here, so I figure now's the time to get them while people are still out wearing them and still out losing them on the beach, or losing them in other places and they wind up on the beach. So I already found one almost immediately, literally underneath my car when I pulled into the parking lot, so I would imagine that I'll get probably at least a dozen. It's impossible to really guess until you get out there, but walking 10 kilometers, I'm sure we're going to find a few more. So get your pickers, get your bags, and let's go get trashed collecting face masks. Whew, all right. Well, I am, for lack of a better term, pooped. I am a hiker, but I haven't done these sunny weather, warm weather day hikes in a while because it hasn't been nice weather. So it's good to be back, but something about walking on the sand under the sun, it really does drain you. But I was glad to do the walk and pick up a bunch of masks. And I will say, in general, I hit up 3 or 4 different beaches, local beaches that I usually clean at throughout the year. And I was glad to see that they were pretty clean in general. And I think that's very simply put because of recent local conservation efforts. And you see, like I mentioned, I think as well, while I was walking, that there are so many different groups and organizations that do springtime beach cleanups because the weather's just starting to get nice and people want to get out and do something, especially this year with everything that's gone on over the past year with quarantines and all that not so fun stuff. So sometime in the coming weeks, I'll go to one of the less frequented beaches and show you how, where people aren't doing regular cleaning, that trash is building up, because it's, again, not just people leaving stuff at the shoreline, but it's trash that is brought in with the tides that gets into the ocean via storm drain runoff and that sort of stuff, which is a issue I've highlighted in previous videos too. So we'll be back to other locations, but just to wrap up with the masks, I haven't counted them, but I'm going to now. And again, there were still a lot of masks, but way less other trash than normal. And it's good to see these people out cleaning, but it would be nice to see that energy throughout the year too. So it's a good sign, and I think it's good progress. But let's count the masks and see exactly how many we have. So the final count is in, and we have 20 masks total. So congrats to whoever guessed my weekly Instagram challenge of Guess the Trash. And yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot more masks for years to come. Some of these are pretty fresh, like this was probably dropped even this week maybe. Whereas others, you start to get the zombieified ones that have been around now for a full year. And you can really see the difference with those that have been around out on the beach, some of them hidden in tide line muck and that sort of stuff for quite some time. And these are obviously a problem for various reasons. I mean, you see how they tangle up in tree branches and biomass, but they also, they can get caught around birds and other critters' legs and that sort of thing. So a lot of people say before you dispose of your masks to make sure to cut the loops so that they don't get snagged, because they're really hard to unsnag sometimes, as you saw from some of my videos or some of the clips I took, right? So yeah, cut the loops, because even again, if your garbage can tips over and it winds up running down to the ocean through storm drain runoff, wastewater, that's now a potential hazard at your local beach. So yeah, not as many masks as I maybe thought, but 20 is still quite a bit. Again, I was out there for several hours because it was a 10K beach clean instead of the normal 1 hour, but hey, I got to get in hiking shape, so now's the time that the weather is nicer, right? So yeah, we'll be back next week with some more adventurous stuff. There's something a little bit different. I want to get away from these more local areas now that the weather's nice, and keep exploring some new spots. So yeah, if you like this sort of adventuring, please subscribe. It's always good to get more people on board and hear their stories. So comment below if you have observations or tips or tricks yourself. It's really great, again, to see more and more people sharing what they've seen and experienced, like I said. So the more we talk about these things and, you know, just share our stories and our experiences, the more progress we can make. And I think that is a point that I often emphasize, but it's because it's a valid point. It's like a cliche that is used because it is actually meaningful or useful, right? There's a reason why it becomes a cliche sometimes, and it's because it's true. But anyways, I'm rambling again because I'm quite exhausted. So I'm gonna wrap up, take these home. Unfortunately, just throw them out because I don't know how to recycle face masks. And again, these are mostly plastic, even though you might think they're cloth fibers. It's mostly plastic, even if there is some cloth within them. So they are plastic ocean pollution regardless, so they are good to remove from those marine environments, no matter what you do with them. But anyways, thanks so much again, guys, for joining me. Even if we just go out and enjoy nature, I think it's fun to show people these local habitats and really just share them together. So until next time, stay safe out there, be well, clean well, and I hope to see you on the beach soon.